Hey, don't watch this video while driving or anything that requires your full attention, as it can be extremely relaxing. Enjoy. By the end of this video, your anxiety will be completely gone for good. And by for good, I mean for an hour or two or for a day or two, but it doesn't matter, because once you understand how to recondition your nervous system, you'll be able to do it for good with repetition. And you'll have heard some of the things in this video before, but it's not about what's being said, it's about how it's being said and how you'll feel that shift in real time when you interact and participate. It's one of those kinds of videos in a fun way. So anxiety is just this gap that we feel when we project into the future, that gap between our present moment selves and what we're imagining on our mental movie screen. And why do we even do that to begin with? Well, because we think we have to anticipate to survive. But what if it were true that it's actually safer to be in the moment, to have your wits about you, to be fully aware of what's happening, so that you can deal with whatever's happening in the moment with your full awareness, which is a rhythm thing. If your rhythm is that you're always in the future, you can never be fully in the now. So the thing that you're actually trying to do, which is keep yourself safe by constantly anticipating, you're actually undercutting. And it would be safer to be in the rhythm of being fully aware in the moment. Just think about that for a second. Is that not perhaps mostly common sense? And so if it could be true, then we'd want to start shifting ourselves into the moment just by being aware of, for example, what the sounds in the room are right now. And you might be able to see in your peripheral vision, without even moving your eyes, what's happening. As you stop narrowing your vision and look all the way out to the corners, you start to shift into that parasympathetic mode where you can already start to breathe and relax. And speaking of your breath, you might notice perhaps it was a little shallow or just not as deep as it could be. And you don't even have to force it. You could just allow it to start to open up and slow down as effortlessly as possible. And you might start to notice some sense of touch, something tactile in your environment that you can feel to ground you. Maybe it's your feet on the floor. And maybe you even look around your environment and look for one thing that you have a positive association with, something that makes you feel comfort or that inner warmth, that relaxation. And as you connect with it, as you look at it, just notice how it makes you feel. Look at it so deeply that it's almost like you're merging with it and with the feeling that it gives you. And notice how as you bring those things together, hear the sounds, see what's in your peripherals, feel that tactile sense of what you can touch, your brain just starts to shift into that present moment awareness. And then there's a more established sense of safety within yourself, within your body and mind. But even then, there might be some background anxiety, and that's often what we're trying to stuff down and avoid. So if it feels safe, let's actually experience some in a safe way, instead of creating this loop of anxiety by avoiding anxiety, which makes the anxiety bigger. We can teach ourselves how to safely experience it so it can actually pass through and out of our system, and we can reestablish a relaxation. So if it feels safe, just notice where you feel that in the body. But don't label it anxiety. Just notice how it's a sensation. Maybe there's a fluttering in the chest or the stomach. Maybe you feel that tingly lightness in the limbs. But just let go of negative judgments and associations for a moment. And especially let go of thoughts. That might seem impossible, but just let thoughts be in the background. Put the main spotlight of attention on the sensation in the body. And start to befriend it. Start to welcome it, even if it's weird, even if you've never done that before. Just as an experiment, give that feeling a seat at the table. Imagine like it's trying to tell you something and you're just listening, not with your mind, but with your attention. Start to release resistance towards it. Don't try to change it. Don't try to escape it. If it feels safe just for now in this moment, just let it be. experience what it feels like without labels, judgments, thoughts, to have most or all of your attention just on the direct experience of that feeling in the body. And breathe with it, flow with it. It might even temporarily get more intense. If it feels safe, just trust that that's okay, like it's a wave that wants to rush through and pass through so that it can crest into shore and diffuse itself. And you're just letting it run itself out. It's almost like a champagne bottle. It's like all that pressure's built up, and now that you're just letting it run out, it goes pop and then fizzes out. And you're just letting it start to fizz out. And you notice that fizzing out happens the more you just stay with the awareness of the feeling in the body, not with the thoughts. And the more you release that inner resistance towards it and you just befriend it, it just perhaps fizzes out more and more. And the key here, the key skill, is to keep the attention mostly on the energy, not the thoughts, because the thoughts will just keep that feeling alive. So you're not suppressing it because you are allowing it to be there and paying attention to it, but you're not getting lost in the thoughts and recreating that feeling. So it's a very specific skill and thing that you're doing right now. And if it wants to start to evaporate and dissolve and release, just allow it to. Just imagine like you're communicating with some bigger energy than yourself, and you're saying to that bigger energy, it's okay, I don't want this crap anymore. I heard it, I listened to it, I felt it, now it's not serving me. I release it, even just for now. You might even say that out loud to yourself or something like that. And just relax and breathe and let yourself decompress and establish a deep sense of safety and presence and awareness in the body and even the energy that you sense around the body. Almost like perhaps there's a more feeling of expansiveness. You're just relaxing into that expansiveness. And you don't have to run or escape from your experience as much anymore, perhaps because you can just be more relaxed into it. And just enjoy that for a moment. Enjoy the vibe in your body. Welcome in even more good vibes. Don't block out the positive stuff. Just imagine like you're soaking in relaxation and lightness. And just joy for no reason at all. Don't think about it, just breathe it in. Almost like you in the moment wants to feel good, and you're just allowing that to flow. And the breath is the wave that brings in that fresh energy with every breath. And as you just bask and simmer in that energy, just notice the stillness of this moment. Don't think about it, just notice the stillness. Notice the silence. Even if there's little bits of noise, just notice the stillness and the silence. That's like an undertone underneath all that. And just let yourself deeply rest in that and enjoy that for a moment. Connect with that. Familiarize yourself with that. Just for now, let go of the need to do anything or figure anything out. Just let yourself be. Give yourself permission to really be in this space of present moment awareness with your full, absorbed attention. enjoying all the little subtle textures and details of this moment. And just bring this energy back with you intentionally into your day, one moment at a time. Don't rush. Simmer in it. Establish a sense of normalcy, of safety in that, like you're reconditioning yourself to this new energy that you feel, to this new presence that was always there, but you just peeled the layers back and uncovered by giving yourself time to ease into this state, to feel through anything you felt, to be more and more aware of what's happening right now. And just some daily practice through meditation. You can check out the playlists on this channel if it's helpful. Through the letting go technique to work through any anxiety or emotions that are coming up. Can really rapidly recondition the nervous system and help you ease into this state more and more consistently. So sometimes we feel this through a meditation or through an experience, and it's like an incidental feeling, but we don't realize we can live in it and train our nervous system and our brain and our attention for it. But it's totally possible. It just takes intention, carving out some time, and practice. So I hope that helped. Let me know if you have any questions or comments about your experience in the comments. And I hope you have an amazing day.